Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to, well, maybe not welcome back. Welcome to Star Trek New Horizons. So, as it turns out, I made a mistake back when I originally started this series. So, after looking on the mods Steam Workshop forums, I saw a post from one of the devs mentioning that to be able to have the Xindi crisis, for lack of a better way to phrase it, occur, you need to have endgame crises turned on. For some reason, they were turned off when I started the series. I don't know why, but they were. So I went ahead and held a quick poll for, I think, roughly half a week. I had it up, posted about it on my social media pages pretty much every day, or every other day, one of the two. And so, yeah. So, 8 people voted. 6 people voted that they would be okay with me restarting the series, while 2 people voted against restarting the series. But because, again, the majority voted for yes to restarting the series, we are going to be restarting the series. Oh, did they? Yes, they definitely changed the uniforms. Okay. So, I'm not going to bother rereading all this stuff. Yeah, some things have definitely changed from last time. They definitely changed some of the graphics, because he didn't normally used to wear a suit. Warp travel didn't used to previously use the game's default warp sort of option or image there. But yes, so let's see where. Okay, they call it story mode now. I'm guessing the mod changed that, because I'm pretty sure in the base game it's still called Endgame Crises. So they decided to turn it on to story mode, I guess. That's fine. We'll go with the full Milky Way galaxy, like we did last time. Leave all this other stuff at default, or what is more or less default. And so we should have the Xindi and things like this occur now, since story mode is turned on. Like I said, not going to be rereading all that stuff, so let's see. Let's go ahead and snag improved spaceport. Let's go for the colony ship that I still think really should be a starting tech in this mod, considering 1, we already have Mars colonized, but 2, it's a thing they changed with the game anyway, because guess what? 99% of the time, colony ship is always going to be your first technology in the society tree that you select, because why would you select anything else? So, I mean, personally, I think the mod, they really should change this to be a starting tech, like they did with the base game. Let's go with better sensors for now. Okay, you are going to go to Alpha Centauri, and I'm going to... okay. And split again. And I'm going to send you guys out to just wherever. Get the game up to very fast, and go ahead and build... Oh, wait, what's this? Okay, I'm guessing... Okay, we can build deep space stations. I'm guessing those were those research things that I was being able to do before. Yeah, that's actually nice. And oh, hey, we actually now have a new design for science ships. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's go and look in here. So we are making 4 food right now. It's not the greatest, although there's really nothing I can do to up that. Well, it's not true. You are a 1 tile. I could easily go build a hydroponics farm there. What was that? Oh, I can build an ecological preserve. Increases happiness. So it's... go away, Q. We don't want your help. I'll pay the 1 mineral to tell you to piss off. So, yes, Vulcans, I'll take a defensive pact, because there's really no reason for me not to. I'll also go ahead and ask for a research agreement, and I'll ask that you share your star charts, although I don't think you have any star charts at the start, so never mind. And I'll give you 10 energy credits to give me that. How many would I have to give you for 30 years? Okay, I'll give you 20 for 30 years. Okay, you accept. Wonderful, and I'll give you migration treaty. And I've been informed that to actually get a species, for one thing, to want to come to one of your worlds, you have to give them full citizenship and good living standards. So... okay, I'm guessing that was changed. I don't recall the Vulcans originally starting with full citizenship last time, but now they do. Yeah, okay, well, if they didn't start with it before, now they do. Well, in theory, they should want to, some of them at least, will want to come to probably Mars. If we had no way to check their habitability towards Mars. That's going to be a problem with Mars. I don't know what these two tiles are. One of these tiles is definitely going to be the terraforming thing, although from what I understand, the terraforming thing does bug out sometimes. Yeah, we're not going to go too far. I'm just kind of having these guys look for a couple of habitable worlds, so I can maybe prioritize up. This is going to be the... okay, well right here is going to be, yes, the Denoblians, who I'm not going to try and research. If they want to meet me, they can meet me. I'm not going to meet them. Okay, and this would be the Betazoids, I'm pretty sure. They don't have a unique ship model. They've got one of the two generic options. The Bolians are going to be up here with the Romulans, Klingons. Okay. Well, we're not going to want to go any further up to the sort of northeast, for lack of a better way to phrase it, because that's just going to get us killed. Well, not going to get us killed, but it's going to hurt us, most definitely, because the Romulans are up there, and they hate everyone. They hate everyone equally. It's the way they do things. Okay, sure, let's go ahead and build that there. And I'm sure we'll build some of these deep space stations eventually, but they are kind of expensive. 1,500 minerals with 300 influence? Yeah, that's not going to be happening for a while. Probably not until we form the Federation. Okay, and I think that's going to about cover it, so... you guys are going to head back to Earth. I'm going to give you a leader to make sure that you're the one who gets put in charge. And we are going to... go and, I think, try and first colonize Terra Nova down there. Alpha Centauri should stay within our borders pretty much forever, so there's no point specifically targeting that first. So yeah, we're gonna go for Terra Nova. And I think the AI is set to always want to meet people, so it's sort of gonna screw with the Denoblians, the Tellarites, and the Andorians, because they're probably already researching us to try and meet us, which is sort of going to screw over their research for colony ships, but that's fine with me. There we go. Now we know how to build colony ships. Let's go ahead and get maybe biolabs. I mean, I won't be building biolabs for a while, I imagine, because I'll be focusing mostly on minerals and food and energy credits. Specifically more so minerals, though. Let's go with protein resequencer. Decrease food consumption, maybe get a little bit extra food oh no, that's a level... that's far too high. You're definitely going to fail that one, so I'm not going to let you go and fail miserably on that. go and build another hydroponics farm. And how much does it cost for a colony ship? 270. Okay. How much should I spend to build that? 60. That's fine. It shouldn't take us too long to get the couple of points we need to get to Terra Nova. Making almost 20 a month. You wait. You will get to eventually go and build the one around Luna. But that's going to have to wait until after we get our colony ship up and operational. Okay, the USS Franklin. Better sensors, always helpful. And now the question becomes, do you want the better warp engine? Or do you want the phase cannons? Now, we shouldn't be getting into fights for a while for the most part, so I'm going to go with the warp engine. Because for the most part, that's a little bit more helpful. And we'll just let the game design those guys as it sees fit. Construction ship, well, you don't need it. Colony ship, you don't either. But science ship, I don't mind you having better sensors. And same with the transport ships, in case we ever end up in a war where we need to send an army to go beat the crap out of the Romulans. And by beat the crap out of the Romulans, I mean have the Romulans beat the crap out of us. Because that's really what would happen. And let's go ahead and get destroyers. Because if the Xindi are going to occur, I would like to have some destroyers. Oh, here we go. Oh, can't do that yet because I need Terra Nova surveyed. So once you're done, specifically survey Terra Nova first. Oh boy, you've still got a little ways to go. I noticed there was some, I guess, new world types, because I don't remember Primal being a world type. Okay, and I'm guessing Primal is kind of a replacement for the ocean? No, not yet. I want you to focus on getting down to Terra Nova. After you're done surveying Terra Nova, and we've got our colony established down there, then you can go and focus on doing those. And sure, a commendable initiative to find habitable worlds for us. That's fine with me. Are you almost done? Yes, you are. Once you're done with Alpha Centauri 11, you can jump on down to Terra Nova, survey it, and we can get our colony up and operational. And maybe at the same time I'll go and try and set up a colony in Alpha Centauri. I don't know which place though. You've got low gravity but unstable tectonics, which is great for energy, or not energy, engineering research. This is what? Alpha Centauri 5. We could colonize, but because it has an anomaly, we can't. And the anomaly on it is... oh yes, level 4 anomaly. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather not fail miserably with that one, to be honest with you. But I think 5 is going to be a fairly nice planet. I think it's going to... I think I'll go with Alpha Centauri 4 for our first colony in Alpha Centauri. Because it's just got more tiles. Alpha Centauri 3 only has 4 tiles that we'd be able to use until we research new technology. And I'm going to go with the Ministry of the Interior. I presume the civilian district is one of those platform things again. Who knows, I could be wrong. Actually, ooh, damn it, Terra Nova. Why'd you have to have an anomaly? You had to ruin everything. Okay, let's go and get the optical computers. What was that we just researched? Ah, the better warp engine. Let's go ahead and slap that on all our ships. If I can find the right slot for it. It's all over the place. Each one has it in a different spot. The warships have it like in the middle. The civilian ships have it towards the top. It's not consistent. Okay. So that's fine. I assume, yeah, a lot of this technology is because of the Vulcans having it. Okay, so what was the thing here? Terra Nova was the location of one of United Earth's first extrasolar colonies. Having received no communications from the planet in years, every effort should be made to determine the fate of the expedition. Oh, so we're going to be doing one of the episodes from Enterprise. If you don't mind, I kind of want you to survey the entire system first. Just get a little extra XP. I don't expect you to get to level 3, which would be great. And it's not going to take you that long to survey here anyway. After that, we'll go ahead and complete this. And I think this will be a somewhat longer part to make up for the fact that we're sort of restarting the series. Okay, yep, I figured you weren't going to be making level 3 anyway. Okay, well, go ahead and research it. Irma Komarov. And let's see what you find for us. What happened on Terra Nova? Captain Irma Komarov turns to the communication officer and asks her to open a channel to the surface. The hail to the lost colony are met with silence, and no reply is received. Captain Irma Komarov consults with the science officer requesting analysis. There are no biosigns, but the colony appears to be intact. Sensors also detect low levels of surface radiation. No. I'm curious what actually happens, because this is a new event chain. Never had it before. So, assemble an away team. Captain's log supplemental. The away team's shuttle has landed on the surface near the colony. All that they have found so far are empty buildings covered in rust and foliage. There are no signs of weapons fire or any other indication of what happened here. Captain Irma Komarov ordered the away team to the colony's communication relay to pull whatever information can be assessed from it. The captain and the security officer begin to search the area for further clues. Continue the search. After hours... well, I guess hours, yeah. After hours of searching the ruins of the settlement, Captain Irma Komarov detects a life sign on her tricorder. Pursuing the life sign, she follows it to a nearby cave system. The security officer takes point and proceeds into the opening. Proceeding deeper beneath the surface, both officers are ambushed by the inhabitants of the cave. Scaring back the primitive attackers with warning shots, they head back to the entrance. Moments before the mouth of the cave, the security officer is struck by a flint spear and incapacitated. Irma Komarov narrowly escapes. Who were they? The captain arrives back at the shuttle with the remaining members of the away team. On the flight up to the USS Franklin, the team describe what they found in the communications relay, where Irma Komarov analyzes a detailed scan of the life form encountered. It's human. The captain ponders the options available to recover the security officer from the surface. Well, attempt to negotiate. We're not going to be sending in Mako teams for something like this. The captain, we haven't even researched Mako teams anyway, so that makes sense. Oh, we don't even have to colonize it. Wonderful. The captain and medical officer head to the surface to help the injured officer. Locating the entrance to the cavern complex, they navigate it to a room with humanoids and successfully convince them of their peaceful intentions. Having been brought to the injured crew member, the medical officer is able to effect treatment. After hours of negotiation, Captain Irma Komarov is able to convince the Novans, as they call themselves, to trust the crew of the USS Franklin. Working together, both sides are able to build a new colony on Terra Nova. The cause of their initial retreat to the caves, a wave of deaths due to local radiation hazards, is identified and treated using technology from the USS Franklin, developed years after the colony was established. Excellent. Wonderful. That gets us a bit of a head start on this colony. So we have some new guys. Sure, we'll go for Pergamon. Well, no. Do any of our places have Pergamon? No. No, they don't. Well, of course we don't know. This is set to reveal the resource, unlike Betharian in the base game, where you already know about it, you just can't use it. Okay, well that kind of sucks. You guys are a little upset. Impoverished conditions, that's why. Species, you guys, full citizenship. Decent living standards. You're humans. We're not gonna have you guys living in caves. That's silly. Okay, so there we go, we got a free colony. Wonderful. You now have other things to do. Terra Nova, if you don't mind, build me a spaceport. You're out on the fringes of our colonies. I kind of want you to be decent. You go and upgrade as well. And you go ahead and build a thing around Luna. And we just gotta wait about a month. Okay, so we ended up with a faction founding because of how many people are egalitarian within our little empire here. Or nation, really. So we have the Galactic Emancipation Coalition led by scientist Augusta Aguera. Or Augustina Aguera. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go and colonize Alpha Centauri now because we got a free colony. Which is great. And I'm surprised the AI haven't met us yet. They're clearly not working towards it. Something must have changed. Because I could have sworn the AI was set to prioritize meeting new species and civilizations. I mean, Alrigel here is not a terrible planet by any means. We don't have to clear any tiles, so we have free growth for all 12 tiles. So we can very easily get the 12 pops needed, or the 10 pops needed, to upgrade this to a tier 2 building once we have the tier 2 building, which I don't think you start out with. And when I say tier 2, I mean like the thing better than the planetary administration. Technically speaking, the planetary administration should be tier 2, but that's besides the point. You know what, screw yeah, we'll go and colonize Alrigel here first. Okay. So, we can build it up here. We only get two tiles that would get any adjacency bonus, and those are food tiles. We could build it here, but only one thing gets an adjacency bonus. Or I could build it right here on the 2 energy, get 2 blank tiles I can build whatever I want on to make sure there's adjacency bonus, and 1 food tile. And then down here I also get either energy or minerals, and I'll probably go for energy. Maybe minerals. I don't know. But I think I'll build it up here for 2 adjacency food tiles, which is actually going to be helpful. And we're not going to rename the planet because it's already got a unique name. That's just the way we're going to be playing this. If it has a unique name, we won't rename it. But if it's something generic like Alpha Centauri 4, then we'll tell the game to select a name for the colony. Generally speaking, these ones that actually already have names, I'm pretty sure are supposed to be basically places that were actually colonized by United Earth in sort of the actual Star Trek lore. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I met the Benzites. And again, I'm not going to bother reading these at this point because a lot of these should be pretty much the same stuff that we read last time. So, our citizens greet you in peace. You know, you upgrade as well. Wonderful. And let's go ahead and get... Let's see. Do I want to go... No, I don't think planetary unification is particularly important for us. So let's go for these science consoles. And that unlocked the Heroic Landmark and Civilian District. But I don't know what this Civilian District is. I get the feeling it is indeed one of those platform, if I were to build deep space stations. Oh, good. Our Admiral of the First Fleet got the Fleet Logistin trait, which is helpful, and I'm not going to be reselling pops for the most part, so let's go and get you the better phase cannons. You are going to definitely need the better weapons. Oh yes, and oh, wonderful, they changed it to where the destroyers are actually called NX class. Because it wasn't before. Before it was something. I don't remember what off the top of my head right now. Yeah, you just, you design the ship as you see fit, game. You design it as you see fit. I would really love it if Terra Nova had some of this Pergium, because obviously lots of power. But realistically speaking, it probably doesn't. Okay, USS Franklin, you go research Bernard Star, sure. You head down here and build a mining station around the moon A. The Vulcans invite us to a coalition of just me and them. Now, here's the thing. So again, I mentioned this in the comments of one of the original sort of series of running through this. I want to hold off on having the Federation form until after the Xindi have occurred. Specifically because the Xindi attacking to me seems like a great opportunity to explain why we start looking towards the foundation of a Federation. I have been informed, though, that the actual Federation itself doesn't really occur until after a war between the humans, Vulcans, Andorians, and I think somebody else versus the Romulans. Although from what I did on research, that seems like it's from a fan film thing, may or may not technically be considered canon. And in fact, it's a fan thing that Paramount, I believe it was, basically shut down before it really got off the ground. So they sort of had their prelude, prologue kind of thing made that they uploaded to YouTube, and then Paramount said, no, you can't do that. But nonetheless, so for me personally, I don't want to join any coalitions till after the Xindi have occurred, specifically because it allows me to explain sort of why we say, hey, you know what? Turns out we probably should join a coalition with somebody else. So Vulcans, for now, we're going to say no. You're not going to be upset about that because we're not in a coalition with one another yet. We met the Tellarites now. Our citizens greet you in peace. The Tellarites haven't grown. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Also, did we get any Vulcans deciding to pop in? No? No Vulcans popping in? It's fine with me then, I guess. I was kind of hopeful we would get a couple. Okay, wow, okay, and you guys are quick learners. That's nice. That is actually kind of nice. The Novans are quick learners. Oh. Really? Really? Okay. So, I can either say we must find a way to stop this, or our people will endure this harsh environment. If I'm understanding this correctly, if I go with our people will endure this, this physics research will turn into a +4 mineral tile, which is great. I could turn Terra Nova into a mineral specialized planet. Which is certainly not a bad idea, because then it would have 4 tiles specifically for mineral production. So that might actually be a decent idea. Or, I could say we gotta find a way to stop this and build a asteroid defense system around Terra Nova. But I don't get this as then you know what? Our people will learn to endure this harsh environment. There we go. We're gonna be building a mineral thing here. Not right this second, though. But in the future, we will build a mineral thing there. You guys will get over being unhappy. Okay, yes, I already have slavery banned, so you guys don't really give a crap about anything. Tellarites, sure. I'll have a defensive pact with you. I'm sure the Romulans would love to come and beat the crap out of all 3 of us. Although, you're kind of crappy, Tellarites. You really are. The Vulcans are our only good friends when it comes to people that can actually do anything. Okay, polarized hull plating. Get the actual Enterprise hull plating. Or just say screw that and go with something that, well, is not actually better. Because it turns out these are different things. Yeah, those are So polarized hull plating goes here. Those things are for the actual hull itself, which would go here. You know, let's get the polarized hull plating. It won't take long to research. Okay, does any place have pergium? No. None of our current colonies have pergium. But Alpha Centauri 4 does. And it's on an actual tile that already produces energy credits. Wonderful. Alpha Centauri 5 is going to be a wonderful planet once we manage to actually colonize it without pretty much guaranteed failure of that anomaly for it, which would... I would not be surprised if it completely ruins the planet because, hey, reasons. You go and research Epsilon Arendi. It's a Savannah world. It's already showing as yellow there, so in theory we should be able to colonize it no problem. Well, we're not going to be colonizing Altair. We could go and colonize Ross. Science ship, once you're done over there, go and survey Ross. Tell me what you can about Ross. No, we're not going to upgrade that yet. No point upgrading the... Well, technically that's not true. There is a reason to upgrade them. But I'd rather save the minerals for colonization and other useful things. Okay, yeah, you guys are growing quite nicely. We've established communications with the Andorians. We greet you as equals. Are we equals? Yeah, for the most part we are. Okay, and you are on great terms with Vulcans for whatever reason, Andorians. Makes literally no sense, but I won't complain. You give me your star charts, I'll give you mine. We'll trade some energy credits, and we'll have a research agreement for 10 years. Wonderful. Oh, hey, that's a nice little... Well, it is very little, actually. What do we have more of? Mountain ranges or kelp? We've got 2 mountain ranges on Earth. You got 2 on Mars. And we've got a ton of them on Terra Nova. So we're going to go with the mountain ranges. Oh, leader got the sure, non-aggression pact with the Andorians. I won't complain. So we got the eye for talent trait. So leaders are more expensive to recruit. However, they are also going to start out better. Okay. It's not a bad world. In fact, it actually looks like it'd be a decent agricultural world with the amount of tiles that produce food. And it could also produce a decent amount of energy on its own. With a couple of minerals and a little bit of research, and I got 5 tiles that I can do whatever the hell I want with. It's not a bad world. Let's go ahead and colonize it. And we shall build it here. It's called Axanar. Well, it's already got a name, so we're gonna keep it as Axanar. What's the worst that could happen? A war with the Klingons? Okay. And that's for the Denoblians. They really... Apparently the Denoblians just don't want to meet us. I don't know why. They just said, no. Why would we want to meet humans? I would love it if Al Rigel here would hurry it up and get colonized. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Both of you guys are going to go and build power plants on Mars for the time being. Wonderful, got polarized hull plating. Let's go ahead and get... well, neither of those are particularly important, and I don't really care for the fabricators. I never bother building them. And as I mentioned in the past, mines are pretty freaking expensive. I mean, just slapping these nuclear mines... Well, so nuclear explosives onto a generic minefield puts the cost up to 500 minerals minimum, not including the cost of the minefield itself, and any power that I have to put onto, which I'm pretty sure you do actually have to put a reactor on these things because reasons. So, yeah, no. They're just too damn expensive, in my opinion. They're probably decent late game, sure. I don't know. I've never really bothered building them because they take so damn long to get the minerals for. And generally speaking, I don't play defensively when I get drawn into a war. So we're going to go with Mineral Silo. Increases our storage capacity, and now we got pirates. And they call themselves the Storm Lords. Because that was the best name they could come up with. Let's hold out for 2 months. Star charts and give me minerals. Thank you very much, Tellarites. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Do you have any technology that I don't have? You have a little bit of physics. But sadly, this stuff doesn't overlap. I wish it did. Okay, there we go. We got the phase Ken. Let's go and get the tactical consoles. And let's go ahead and upgrade you guys. And upgrade you. Okay, game. What did you put on these? Emergency bulkheads and security station. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Very expensive upgrades. But it'll be well worth it. And we just need to wait for Earth to pop out a colony ship. Which is going to take a little while. And I do definitely need to go and upgrade these. Tellarites and Andorians now have a non-aggression pact with one another. And the Denoblians now met us. Sure, non-aggression pact. Are you guys... No. Okay. Are you guys starving to death again? Because I know you were starving to death before. I don't know. Give you research agreements, share our maps. I'll take it for 30 years, although I don't really think that's going to help much, but whatever. I could have taken your minerals, but I didn't, and... You guys are indeed starving to death again. Why am I not surprised? Oh, God. Denoblians, you're terrible. You really are. You know that? Oh, and I think I just closed somebody's diplomatic offer. Yeah, let's go with expansion. Thank you very much. Expansion will pretty much always be my first choice when it comes to these. Let's go and survey Wolf 424 and 359. Hostile fleet. Slightly more powerful than us. Let's go and head on down there. And you, if you don't mind, jump literally anywhere else. No. No, 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 no. Well, I guess this is actually fine. You guys can return home. Turns out you're not going to be needed. Sure. I don't mind having a thing with you guys. Goodbye, pirates. No technology to research because they disabled researching debris in this mod. You go and heal. Apparently you're damaged. Okay. And, oh, God, they're expensive. Our only ever destroyer will be the Enterprise. Well, not our only. Oh, the Andorians and Vulcans now have it. What is wrong with you guys? You're breaking the lore there. Sure, I'll have a defensive pact with you. What's the worst that could happen? A war with the Romulans? That is actually the worst that could happen. A war with the Romulans. Oh. What was it? I don't know. Oh, we got the freedom. Oh. Okay. Our old egalitarian faction decided to disappear and come back and rename themselves to the Freedom Form. I don't know why, but they did. Okay, game. Whatever you say. We're gonna hold off a little bit on doing any more colonization. Although, actually, you know what? Alpha Centauri B, specifically. Get me a mining station over that. For the sweet 3 energy credits. I was about to say minerals. They're not minerals. They're energy credits. Very different things. And you'll do the same with Wolf as well. Okay, we do actually need to go and get these colonies operational. Oh, okay. Thanks, I guess, game. I didn't exactly expect that to be the case. Okay, let's go for force fields. And I'll build a mining network there. People are moving off of Mars. Do we have normal humans here? Nope, still just Novians. Okay. Go with a mine. No, never mind. Go down here. Why are you upset? You're part of the Alien Awareness Organization. That's why. Why are they upset? They want a passive stance on native interference. I mean, I don't know why we would go active anyway. I mean, well, we don't technically have the Prime Directive yet. It kind of goes against it. Oh, and Alrigi has earthquakes. Yes, I already knew it had, what was it, unstable tectonics? Yeah. So I knew that would happen. Or, well, at least had a chance. Damage report. No damage, and we ended up getting a batch of useful minerals. Wonderful game, thank you. Mars, you're never getting a spaceport. At least not until the Demons event chain has happened or we become the Federation. Whichever happens first. Which, I get the feeling is probably going to be forming the Federation because, yeah, people just don't like moving. Although, maybe if the Novians moved to one of my colonies or one of my guys moved to Terra Nova, it would lead to the Novians, or the Demons event chain occurring because technically the Novians are human, but they're not labeled in here as species human, or as their actual name. I mean, their type is human, but they're not human. They are Novan humans. And so, I don't know if that would actually trigger the Demons chain. I don't know exactly what the requirements are for it to trigger. I just have a general idea that it has something to do with aliens. And I believe they have to be on one of your home worlds, or one of your worlds that you have humans on. Sure, we'll share star charts. I don't mind. I think I'll be in... Oh. Seriously, Tellarites. Really? Oh, we're just gonna pop down a orbital or a frontier station like smack dab in Epsilon Indy because, hey, we can. Oh boy. Oh, you guys, I never even bothered asking you for your star charts. How about we... Oh, you're upset. Why are you upset? You're wary towards me. Why? I don't know. Everyone else is so happy to meet me, but you're not. You're not even like xenophobes or anything. Although, is everyone else xenophile? Well, the Tellarites are. The Andorians are. The Vulcans weren't, but I think they have a base improvement because of, yeah, human-Vulcan friendship. Okay, there we go. We got Epsilon, Epsilon Orindi, specifically Axanar, colonized. So, build you a hydroponics farm there, and I'd actually kind of prefer the power plant, to be honest with you, game. I really would. Are you guys at... Nope, you're not quite at 5 yet. How much... Well, we should have the money anyway. Oh. Significant amount of debris in orbit around this gas giant. Most of it appears to come from long-lost starships of various configurations. Research it. It's strange new things. Let's find out what we can. Yeah, let's how about not spend all our minerals on that, and we'll just go with the energy there for now. I'm going to go ahead and try and get... Okay. The strong gravity well of Alpha 4. I don't know why it's called Alpha 4 when the system is Cirrus, but okay. has pulled in a massive amount of space debris, which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scoured the debris of valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal. Wonderful. Benzites and tellurites are becoming buddies. You know, with how this is working out, you might actually get the actual Federation. Comprised of the actual Federation members. Yeah. That's surprising, actually. Sure, I'll take association status. Now we have election now. You guys want defensive, sure. I don't think anyone will attack you. Yeah, there we go. The Tillerites just made a defensive pact with you as well. Who's supposed to win this? Looks like it's supposed to be our governor on Earth. She's using the fact that she is the governor of Earth to gain votes, more than likely.
Station complete.
Go ahead and upgrade that. New ruler elected. Their mandate is to build orbital research. No. Game, you lied to me. Wasn't it orbital research? I'm pretty sure it was, but now it's not. Now it's miners. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll be building mines anyway. Whether we were told to or not is irrelevant. Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot to actually build anything over here on Al Rajil. So let's go and actually do that. Let's go and actually build stuff there. Research agreement with you, sure. I don't think you have any unique technologies that the other guys don't have. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I mean, based off where the center of it is, they should have the frontier outpost around Epsilon Indy. But it just, I don't know, we don't see it. I know it's outside of our sensor range, but in theory we should know it exists. Like, actually know it exists without me just saying it exists. Wasn't Mew one of those other... Yep, there we go. We're going to begin the actual Federation, it looks. Once we decide to join it. With maybe one extra member, depending. Let's go with Photonic Torpedoes game. Oh, wait. What? Was that our... Do we still have our Earth Governor? We do. Okay, so never mind. Our Earth Governor didn't win. Our Fleet Admiral. Or our Admiral for the First Fleet won. I don't even think she was really that high up in votes. Okay, game. That's fine. She had less than a 20% chance to win. It was probably 13, like pretty much everyone else. I mean, people definitely didn't like our old dude for whatever reason. But yeah, I think it was Moo here that had another world to colonize before. No. No. No, we're United Earth. We don't enslave people. Let's go and get biolabs research, because those will be useful eventually. Our main issue is just that, well, they're expensive. Okay. So, we don't have migration control on you guys. Oh, the Novans. I'm gonna give you guys full military. Don't know why you don't. Technically, you are humans. As far as we are realistically concerned. Why is that 360? It was only like 200 something. I think 280 or something to build around Terra Nova before. Not sure why it's all of a sudden more expensive.
Station complete.
Mining network there. Yes, game. I know I want the mining network. You may not think I want the mine. Oh, and here we go. So, Sol monitoring stations have detected an alien probe on a direct course for Earth. All attempts to hail the probe have been met with silence, and as such, we must now presume the vessel to be hostile. Red alert. We... Don't worry, it can't do any damage to us, I'm pretty sure. It just has a shit ton of health. I'm pretty sure that's the main thing it's got going for it, is just a ton of health. I don't think it has any actual ship weapons. And we're definitely not going to be destroying it. If I had a couple destroyers, we might have been able to. Although probably not, because of how much health it has. I mean, you're really not supposed to be able to destroy this thing, but technically it'd be possible. Do I have the minerals to pump out another patrol frigate on the meantime? No, I don't. And Earth spaceport's too close to be able to do anything significant. And we have done a decent amount of damage. And I think I'll be ending this part once the probe hits, because it's gonna hit. We're not gonna beat it. I'm sorry. It'd be wonderful if we did. I'm curious how that would play out. What would happen if you actually successfully destroyed the Xindi probe? I might have to try that out and come back and let you guys know what happens next part. So, yeah. Earth Space Dock will do some damage, but not a whole lot. Not unless Earth Space Dock has a lot of range, but I don't think it does. And I think for all intents and purposes, the Xindi probe is considered a small ship, so Earth Space Dock is going to have a hard time hitting it in the first place. Yeah. You know, if I had a couple extra patrol frigates, we might have actually been able to do it. We got it down to a little less than half health. If I had 6 patrol frigates, I might have been able to do it. Yeah. So I'll get back to you guys next part on whether or not it's actually possible to successfully destroy the Xindi probe. And if it is, what happens? Hell, I might even record it as like a part 1.5 or something. Just as a what if kind of thing. But nonetheless. So, alien probe. The alien probe cut through Earth's defenses with ease before taking up position in geosynchronous orbit. After several minutes of apparent inactivity, the probe fired a condensed energy beam at the surface of the planet, burning large swaths of the east coast of North America to ashes before powering down. The few remaining ground batteries and a contingent from the Mars defense perimeter on patrol near Jupiter at the time of the attack were able to take advantage of the pause and successfully destroyed the vessel. It will take weeks to fully assess the extent of casualties in North America, but preliminary analysis indicates the total could reach nearly several hundred million. The people of Earth are shocked by the losses as they turn to Prime Minister Divya Panikar to answer the question, who sent this weapon of mass destruction? This is a tragedy. Human pop on Earth dies. Okay, so now we have to send a science ship over here within the next 1800 days to survey it. But I'm gonna have you guys wait till next time to figure that out, just as we continue the event chain. So, oh, really? You had to blow up that one? Well, I don't think I had anybody on the tile, so I guess it's fine. Though I think I did build a mineral network game, so gee, thanks. I'm gonna move you there. That's wow, you actually did 2 impact craters. Because those 2 weren't there before. Okay. Well, yeah, so next time I will get back to you guys on what happens if you successfully destroy the Xindi probe. Like I said, I might even record it just because. But nonetheless, so I will see you guys in the next part. Let me go ahead and save. So, Part 1, Redux, is what I shall be calling this series, is Let's Play Star Trek New Horizons Redux United Federation of Planets. It's a mouthful of a name, but oh well. So yes. I'll see you guys in the next part, but until then, reminder, I have a Discord if you want to hop on into it. I also have a Patreon if you enjoy the content, and easy way to help support the channel. It's also guaranteed. It's more consistent than YouTube ad revenue, which always fluctuates. And if YouTube does something major, it can easily screw things up for a little while as things readjust. But yes, so I'll see you guys in the next part, but until then, a goodbye and farewell.